Grand Rising, beautiful light family. We're here standing in all our truth, the way shores that we are, in all the purity, love, and light of Christ. And we are not competing with anyone because we are just being ourselves. Competition is an illusion because we are all one. And as a lot of things are going out there in the world, the last gasps of people that are in fear, blame, shame, lack, and limitation, a lot of these companies are worried and scared about the monetary system, about all the systems. They are all running scared because those systems are failing, because they must be changed to the true way, the natural order that God intended. And I had an experience firsthand yesterday. I'm sitting around as busy as I am with so many projects I'm working on. You wouldn't believe how many things I'm working on at the same time, because I'm always a multitasker, and I'm working on 4 or 5 different things, including sorting and getting rid of some things in my place and space, because I'm getting ready for so much more movement, because we keep flowing and growing. And the more things we let go of, the more room we have for the new to flow in. And it's a constant flow, because that's what life is, the constant flow we're in the now moment. And it's a constant clearing and releasing, constant clearing and releasing. And some things are bigger that are coming in because we have been refined, and now it's our time to shine more and more. The leaders of the beautiful new way, which is the true way. It's technically not new, but it's new to everyone because we are going back to the natural order. And as this happens and plays out on the main stage, there's a lot of things that people are in fear of because they're not embracing the truth, love, and light within their sacred heart. And these companies, these systems are being changed. Some of them will completely go away. Others will be transformed into what they're supposed to be. The energy of Christ, the truth and way of the light and love that is the true nature, the true flow, the effortless beauty and grace of just being and allowing and flowing is in the natural order. The birds and the squirrels just enjoy their life and play. That's what we're meant to do too, because they're in the flow. The trees don't worry about how to grow. They just grow. They don't worry about the seasons when they shed their leaves. They give out plenty of fruits and berries and nuts because they know they are plentiful. They share with everyone, and that's exactly how we're meant to be too. We give because we give from the beautiful overflow of the natural flow. And my first-hand experience I had yesterday, I was just sitting around working on all these projects, including in my house, music, getting ready for bigger changes that I know are flowing in. And I get a text. I have a certain bill with my internet company, and the internet company has it on auto pay, which I don't like to do, but they have it on auto pay because they say they're going to give you an auto pay discount. Well, it comes out automatically. Well, then they give me another text that says it didn't go out. It didn't come out and it wasn't paid, and that I've got to contact them or I'm going to get a late fee all of a sudden. This particular company, changed their name a little while back, and now they've got a new name. How do you, know what's really going on when you contact these companies and everybody tells you something different? I had to contact them, of course, because my bills are always getting paid, and if they want it on auto pay and you put it on auto pay and it's went through on the same card before, and then they're saying it didn't go through And then you contact them and they claim, oh, well, we tried and it didn't go through, so you got to use another method. So you try to use another method and then it doesn't go through. I don't know exactly what happened. Maybe they punched in the wrong thing, but then you try to use it again. It's still not going through. And then you have to use another payment method. You have to keep calling them back and forth. I had to keep calling them back and forth because of all this. Because if you pay them over the phone, they'll charge you a $5 fee for using a representative. And so why would I want to pay an extra $5 when I didn't even do anything wrong? All I was doing was sitting here and it was supposed to take care of itself because that's what auto pay is. But for some reason, this particular company that starts with an O is, I find out, well, they're also having other people that have had a problem with it. Okay? Well, I asked them on the phone. I said, what is going on? Have you had other problems? They said no, but I looked it up and there's been a lot of people that have had problems with the auto pay with them and double billing and everything. And it caused me a lot of hassle because I had to waste all the rest of my day from the afternoon, the late afternoon, all the way into the night, calling back and forth, calling the card companies. And I knew there wasn't nothing wrong on the cards, but, I had to call them anyway. And they said that they never attempted to put that first auto pay in at all. They said that they did not even try to put it in. So in other words, what are they doing? That they have it on auto pay, then they try to tell me that they put it through and it didn't go through when they never even tried. There was never a transaction that was declined. And then I try to use another method and it doesn't work. And then I have to use a third method and then they accept it. You cannot refuse money from a customer and try to tell them to use a certain way to pay because it's our right to choose whichever card we use to pay our bills. And whatever account we use is our business, but they're trying to force us to use a certain card in a secretive way. What is it that they think they're going to gain out there? Because these systems are changing, and regardless of what way they try to make us pay, which I don't even think they have a right to tell us what to do, that's taking away our freedom. And that is all going away anyway. All these systems are going to be changed over. So that monetary system isn't going to stay regardless of what they're trying to do, or if they're trying to refuse certain payments and lying about it, and you get a different answer every time you talk to one of these people. So what's going on, really? I mean, they are not having any right to control us in any way. We are free sovereign beings. And when it comes down to it, we don't have to have any particular thing because we can function with God. With God, we are having an unlimited supply. And all this material stuff, we could walk away of at any moment because we know it's not real anyway. The real truth and the real provider is God. And we have the flow of God in our life. And we do not have to do anything. And you cannot tell us how to speak, what to use, what to do. And I am not going to deal with it. I am going to seek more things out today because I literally didn't have time to talk to enough people. So now I have to waste more of my time on this. That's why I am so glad that these systems are changing because we shouldn't have to deal with things that are not even our fault in any way because all we're doing is living our life. And these systems and people are just upset because we're living a good life. And when you mess with the chosen ones, the earth angels, the light workers, you're going to have a harder time because God does not like it when you mess with God's people. You will have a harder time. They can keep trying all they want. They can keep worrying about things and being in fear about these old systems going away, but they're going to change regardless. Because in the end, you can't override God's will. God wins, we win. Victory of the light, beautiful brothers and sisters. I hope you are having an amazing day. We are so grateful. We are so thankful to be in the flow. We have no doubt, lack, or limitation. We are flowing, grateful and thankful for the beauty, love, grace, ease, and joy in every